topic of FLCT. It's about the relationships and mentoring between the younger kids and the older kids. You realize as you get older that age thing doesn't matter, and there are many lifelong friendships made here. It's the dedication of each staff member and the passion they put into their work that will have a lasting impression upon my life. It's the late nights after shows at Lester's or karaoke nights at Flashback or after camp shows at Quarterdeck, which we used to do, but we don't do that anymore. But those were some good times. Sam remembers. The fun times we had, such as the FLCT Hunger Games.
Oh my.
I actually swam across an entire lake with my phone in a Ziploc bag, and it survived, and then I was getting up on a dock, and then there was some like barnacles at the bottom, and I like sliced my whole leg. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know that?
Yeah.
You don't know that?
It was fun anyway. It was so fun.
Oh, right, because you were little.
We did it twice, right? Maybe?
I don't remember.
We did it twice.
Yeah.
There were two.
Oh.
I'll never forget the trips. When we went to Disney with Glee, and then everyone attacked Minnie in the workshop. Woo! Poor Minnie. And getting to spend the weekend with all of you. Or traveling to Chicago to see the kids that mentored me as a young girl perform in my hometown. And then I ate dinner with Jacob and his family.
Yeah.
And then, after that, Chrislyn, Andy, Jake, and I, we were walking to the show, and we had to like carry Chrislyn.
Oh my God.
She's like, I'm in Chicago and I can walk in these brand new pumps, and it just didn't work out, so we carried her to the show.
It was also 25 degrees outside.
Yeah. And I had some really cool experiences at FLCT, such as being given the opportunity to go backstage with Josh Groban, and participating in a production with Ariana Grande. I'll never forget the old character brunches at Dillard.
Oh my God.
Those were at Dillard, yeah. The countless outreaches I've helped with. I remember marching in the 4th of July parade, and I had, is Elena here? Because I saw her earlier. No?
I think she left.
Yeah, I made sure Elena handed one to everyone in sight, and I had to hand, like, it was a parade, and I just had to, we, like, lost the parade because I had to hand out so many postcards. We didn't know where we were.
Nobody handed up. No, you are the best. The record will never be touched. Never.
And then there's when we all dressed up like monkeys and went to Joe DiMaggio. Yeah. Or when the cast of 42nd Street went tapping up and down the streets of Fort Lauderdale by the riverfront in full costume, carrying these huge dimes like this in order to tap up ticket sales.
I get it.
Okay. I also had a lot of fun at the Cystic Fibrosis Fashion Show outreach. We all remember the countless shoppers walking by FLCT in the mall that I started talking to about what a great place FLCT is to me and why they should come see shows or sign their kids up. As I leave FLCT, I'm sure the staff will be happy to not be receiving phone calls about my lost homework, backpack in the old studio, like you have to write a letter to my teachers because I lost my homework, or camera, chargers, mini chargers. Once there was a charger that sat here for like 6 months, along with everything else. And so now I'm, shoes,
keys.
my keys that I never could find, and I think one time we spent a good hour. I spent a good hour with Janet looking for my keys.
I remember that.
Which time?
Nick remember. Which time? Yeah. Which time would be the...
An hour, though, was a big problem. I didn't know how I was gonna get home, and
Well, the punchline is they were in her ignition. I had come. They were in her ignition.
oh yeah, and I was like, Janet, I don't know where they are. I've looked everywhere. I've searched the entire like costume area. Like they're not there. Everywhere.
And they were in your car.
They were in the car. Yeah. So, now you guys can find like downsides on the lost and found box. Janet. You've always been there for me. Whether it was a hug, advice, a long phone call, or text, you've always had the right words to say. Thanks for sticking to the noun, verb, and great punctuation. Even if I still overanalyze, the dots would have been too much. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And I never said it, but now I will never doubt you ever again. At times, you knew more about me than I knew about myself. You are a role model who I've looked up to from a very young age. You're like a second mother, not only to me, but to the FLCT family. This is why I've spent years creating this gift for you, to cherish all the memories we have shared together, and a way to remember me.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. It's no.
It's secretly a dog.
It's a puppy.
It's not a puppy.
Janet.
Yeah, you need another one.
I'm surprised half of you don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, for Patty. Wouldn't be surprised.
What?
And then, Janet,
Janet, you have to open that.
can you please open the box?
You have to show it to everybody.
Don't do it!
I'm getting it actually.
It's an edibles fruit flower. Scrap.
Where's the puppy?
It's on the bottom.
Scrapbooks of all the show sheets. 10.
Guys, what you don't know about this scrapbook is there's a poem that goes through the whole thing that I've stuck every letter on, about how FLCT has changed my life, and I used songs from each show to create the poem. Wait. Repeat that again.
She used songs, lyrics.
For Aladdin, Janet, come here.
The little one's a poem?
No, they're all. It's all her shows. All the shows she has been in or worked with.
So like Once Upon a Time is on the cover, and then you open it. And it's like, there was a woman who showed a whole new world. Aladdin was my first show. To children from Jelly Bean to 18. And then it kind of just goes on from there. I can't read the whole thing.
Read us the
here.
whole
I'll read
script.
You're gonna have to. Now you're gonna have to.
to see it. She was a beauty among the beasts, monkeying around with the animals. Was no easy feat. She taught me the bare necessities of life.
That's when you guys did Jungle Book.
I'm retiring, thank you. Mrs. Ehrlich's opus is happening before your eyes. Holy cow.
She did it with glass slippers upon her feet and taught me impossible
Cinderella.
things are happening every day. She taught me I'm not all alone in this universe, because I can fly around the moon and across the line. She had some help from Santa and the elves, and then there's a page for the staff. You've always said you've nothing to lose, so why not think positive? You guys don't know the shows, they're all like, it's all from the show.
They get it. They get it.
We followed the yellow brick road and found there's no place like home. The years are passing by, and we're learning there's a sunny side to every situation. This part doesn't make a lot of sense. It got a little hard at times.
At times.
And a dream is a wish your heart makes. And a diamond is a girl's best friend. It starts to make more sense now. You gave me the courage to face what I must face. And then, like, it continues.
This is not chronological, right?
Yes, it
No,
is.
It's chronological.
It's chronological.
We told you she was gonna cry.
I'm like you, just stunned to cry. I cannot. This is just really something.
Yeah, you've got to show her.
Oh, okay, the last page is killer, guys.
There.
The rest of it's been so easy.
It's a live feed on the senior speeches.
That's perfect, Chris. Perfect.
Thank God for the podium.
I'm so glad I had the podium.
I mean, this is better than our archives. We don't even. I don't have.
This is our new archives.
We can remember we use it for stories.
This is great for grams.
Go to the last page.
Where did you get all these pictures?
That's
Through
why
the
I did
years?
photography.
Through the years.
Because I knew about it the whole
Plot
time.
twist. Where did you get
Through the years.
That is a time travel.
Through the years, guys. Through years.
I want to know what the last page is.
Katie, go to the last page.
Okay.
Everybody can look at it later.
It's the future. She knows the future.
We did for what we made you guys do for the Autobot.
And you gave me
was
to
the
this
thing?
when I was 12 or 13 or something.
2020.
It's a letter that Janet gave to her when she was 12.
Read it.
Okay, guys. So I went through some rough times when I was younger, and Janet really helped me through. And so one day I was at camp, and I was just really upset, and she came and she gave me this poem by Mary Oliver, and she wrote, this reminds me of you at the top. Love, Janet. So it's called The Journey. One day you finally knew what you had to do and began. Through the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice. Through the whole house began to tremble, and you felt the old tug at your ankles, mend my life. Each voice cried, but you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do. Though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though the melancholy was terrible, it was already late enough, and it was a wild night, and the road full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice, which you slowly recognized as your own, that kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you can save. By Mary Oliver. In 2007, I was given a project during Cinderella, and they were like, oh, like write your names on a piece of paper, and write a little. I had only started a couple years ago, so write a little bit about what FLCT means to you. Well, this is where I didn't really have a great answer to the question, so what I wrote was, one way acting has helped me with my life is it taught me how to stay quiet for a long periods of time. I don't know how really true that is. I don't know what I was talking about because I talk a lot. I actually might go into marketing, so I don't know where that came from. For example, one week at school we had back testing. The students who were not testing had to sit in a classroom for 2 hours without talking and entertain themselves. This was easy for me. Yeah, right. Because when you are sitting in rehearsal hall, you have to stay quiet so your fellow class members can perform their best. And I spelled their wrong. I was young, guys, okay. This also goes for when you are waiting in the wings for your cue to go on. I spelled cue right, though.
No. Q is C-U-E.
Just put the letter Q.
No, she put the British line, not C-U-E.
Well, I was close.
C-U-E.
No subject. You have to stay quiet so the audience doesn't hear you. And then you flip the page.
She did right, I love FLCT.
I did. Yeah. And it's what FLCT means to me today. And it's an older perspective. And no, it's one I got at my goals. Don't stress. And so do you guys want me to read what it means?
Yes.
It's only 2 paragraphs. An older perspective. It's been nearly 10 years at the theater and 7 years since I wrote a paragraph on how acting has impacted my life at the time. Today, in 2014, my experience with acting has helped me with a lot more than staying quiet. My experience with Fort Lauderdale Children's Theater and the arts have made me into the empowered woman I am today. Theater has helped me to develop my confidence and belief in myself. Without the confidence I have built through acting, I never would have been able to stand up against all the people who bullied me. Many people told me I couldn't achieve my dreams. Today, I'm a silver knight in drama.
Woo!
I spoke at the National Endowment for the Arts press conference while exercising the public speaking skills I have learned through theater in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill. In theater, I have learned you always have to keep pushing forward. In show business, the show always goes on, as life does. Sorry.
Don't apologize. You're good.
There is always a solution to a problem if you search hard enough. This stage of my life is just the beginning of my journey. I will remember these lessons throughout college and life. A big thank you to my FLCT family. I am who I am today because of all of you. And then there's a little thing in the book that says, you are the author of your life's adventure. Leave your tales of wonder, save a place to dream, and believe in your brave heart. The best is yet to be.